Hi, my name is Ernest Nyakwapo. I'm a land banker in Takrade, and today I want us to learn. And then say is here. And then ibisia ade akrafa ekwana eba waso ebeto asase fi ohene I safe. So how to safely buy land from a chief in Ghana. So today I'm going to learn about how safely to buy land from a chief in Ghana. You see, with land education, it's very low. So in the weeks and the months ahead of us, I'll be doing more videos. So I'll be doing one when you are buying land from real estate. What do you check? What do you have to do? When you are buying land from a family, when you are buying land from an individual, a clan, a group. So kindly stay tuned and subscribe to the page and share this page to your loved ones. See, obia beto asase, this year we beto asase. But ebe ya say wa boy sika no wa koto asase efi nipa boni nsem. It's very difficult for you to it's very painful for you to gather money. Look at the hardship. Then you go and buy land from a wrongful person. So please make sure that you learn. So follow me. I'll be doing more videos. So first, if you are going to buy a land in Ghana from a chief, you have to do your due diligence. And the idea was so when so when you say due diligence, the only can say it's a long and a careful search. So a long and a careful search. That is called due diligence. So a long and a careful search. We have the verbal one, we have the written one. So by the end of this video, you get to know all this. So when you're buying a land from a chief, the first thing that you have to do is that you have to identify an area or a locality or a community that what you want to use the land for can be done there. So identify an area or a locality you want to own a land that fits what you want to use the land for. Until baby adia person you know, oye was a krono so ebeboa. If you want to build a school, if you want to build your own house, if you want to enter into farming, if you're going to buy a farmland, just identify an area or a community or a locality where what you want to use the land for can be done there and can fetch you money. That's the first thing that you have to do. So the second one, after you've identified that area or that locality, what you have to do is that go to that community. So second point, go to the community or the locality and do what I call common sense search. So go to that locality or the community and do common sense search. Common sense search. That's the point 2. So go to the locality, do a common sense search. So what is a common sense search? You have to go there. You have to go and inquire from the people living in that community that if I want to own the land here, where should I go? One, the land that is in this locality, is it owned by families? Is it owned by individuals? Is it owned by chiefs? So you go to the community and inquire. Going to the community, make sure that you make a friend there. Go to them. Or if you don't have any friend there, whilst you are talking, you can take the person's number. You can't use just one day. Go there 2 times, go there 3 times, inquire from them, and get to know the family that when you buy a land from there is good, or the chief, the chief who owns that land. So go to the locality, make a common sense search, and it's not 1 day, it's not 2 days. Do it as many times that you think that you are convinced before you do the next step. So the second step is go to the community or the locality and make or do a common sense search. You can inquire from the indigenous, that people born there, the indigenous, or farmers, the people that they are farming in their community, or people who have bought land there, or people who have built their houses there. You can inquire from them. Oh, the pastor says, I want a land to buy. Where should I go? Who should I go and see? Which people that they are good for me to buy land from? The chiefs, who are the right chiefs, because there are some communities they have two chiefs. Where I'm staying, there's a nearby community I don't want to mention. One side thinks they are the chief, the other side think they are the chief. So don't rush in buying land in anywhere like that, unless you are using. Even don't rush to buy land, as in open. I did that video that rush to buy land. Rush to buy land doesn't mean that make your search and make sure that you buy land in 10 terms, because whilst you are waiting, the price keep on increasing. But when you are going to buy a land, the rush that I refer in my previous video, don't like video, just men train better at on term. So don't rush and just go to any family and buy land. So in this scenario, we are going to use a chief. Assuming that you went to the community, they realize that the land there is being owned by a chief. What do you do? What do you do? If what I normally use is that I'll make sure that I'll get someone who lives around that area, take the person as a friend. It's good to go to I normally buy undeveloped land. So if you are buying undeveloped land, the things that I have to do, if you are buying developed land, the other things, if you are buying partially developed land. So I'm taking this scenario as we are buying undeveloped land. If the place is not developed, you can get people farming on that place. You can get farmers there. You can take these farmers because they've been there, so they know all the history. Chat with them, call them, make more enquiries from them. And if you are good, you can make them. You can be friends with them. And even in the day that you want to go and see the chief, you can go with them. So first is go to the community and do a common sense search. So after you've done that, you need to go and see the chief. So if the land belongs to the chief, you go to the chief. If you are going to the chief, you have to do this. If assuming that you are that type that you don't want to make mistake in life, or you don't want to make mistake when buying land, either you go with a lawyer. But in Ghana, people don't normally do that, like buying land and taking a lawyer. So what I normally tell friends is that go with someone who has a fair idea about land acquisition. So don't go and take your father. Maybe if your father doesn't know how to, doesn't know much about land, don't go and take your father. If your church members or church elders doesn't know, don't go and take a church elder. Find someone who has fair idea about land and go with the person. Please, there's a mistake that I did, so I'm teaching you this. Find someone who have fair ideas about land acquisition. Maybe your dad just bought one land, and in the olden days things wasn't like this, so he bought it when he bought. There's nothing wrong with his land, but he doesn't have any idea in land acquisition. Please don't go with your father, don't go with your parents, don't go with anyone. Go with someone who have fair idea about land acquisition. That's my advice for you. So when you go to the chief, make your intention known to him. So make your intention known to him that maybe you want this also sorry, you want this also amount of land to buy, and you are here to get some land from her. So if the chief has some land, you will make it available that I have so and so land here, I have some here, I have some here. When he's able to tell you that he have some land, the next thing they have to do is that request for, now ask about the price to see that if it's within your range. You are asking the price to know if it's within your range that you can afford. When you ask the price, normally don't agree on the price. So when it just mentioned the price and you like the location, you've been to the location, you like the location. So after you go there, I think that when you mention the various plot of land that it has, sometimes if you are lucky on that same day, he will go with you. He will send some of his principal members or the people that he or she work with to take you to the land. When he take you to the land, then you like the locality, then you come back. Sometimes they will even mention the price before they take you to the land. Sometimes too, they will not even mention the price. They will tell you that it's good that you go and see the land to see that if you like the area or where the land is sited or seated, where the land is seated. So you go there, you go with his members to go and have a look at the land. If you're able to do it on the same day, it's fine. But sometimes they'll give you to come, they'll ask you to come another day so that they'll make provision for you, then go. Vice versa. If you're able to go, or if not, the day that you go, you come back to tell him that maybe you like the location. So how much does it cost? When the chief mentioned the price of the land, don't ask for reduction. Don't say anything. You just request for the size plan. Sometimes you go to the land. The reason I'm saying that, don't ask for reduction or don't say anything about the payment. Don't say anything about the prices. Sometimes the subsequent points, you go to Lands Commission, there's something maybe. So when they mention the price, don't say anything. Just have it in mind that the price that they've mentioned it, either it will be fixed or you can reduce it to maybe 30% or 20%. Just have it in mind that you can reduce it. So just check if it's within your range. Don't say anything. Then request for a site plan. If you are able to request for the site plan, just leave. Don't say anything. Just leave and tell them that maybe you'll be back. Just give them maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks time. You'll be back. Just give them some days that you'll be back. Then when you get this thing, the site plan, some families too, some chiefs will tell you don't have site plan. But if you try and get a site plan, if you get a site plan, you can only get a site plan from a chief if that land, one, has been plotted and demarcated. So plotted, demarcated, and had been sent to the various Assembly and Lands Commission, you can get a site plan. But this normal, sometimes they give you a normal site plan. If you're able to get a site plan, don't be in a haste. That's the third point. Don't be in a haste to take it to Lands Commission. Don't take it to Lands Commission. Rather, take the site plan. That's the third point. The fourth point. Take the site plan and go back to that lands that the chief's members went to show you. Say, I am for no nkofo mo no kwa ase no so no omo ko kire o say asen da okọ na hene no oka ne bo no kire o na utumi gi site plan na me pro ho emfa nko Lands Commission, rather people won na sanko bush obium. But this time around, either you go with an expert, I can help you. Either you go with an expert, someone who knows land, or get a surveyor. You get a surveyor, you are going there to check that the site plan that you were given confirms with the ground. Oko check say site plan na mo da ma ono. Sa asase na mo da che ono. Eno ana ewo fomu ana, because sometimes they'll give you a different site plan. Maybe the plot is located at point A. Then they'll give you a site plan of point C. Then if you use the site plan to go to Lands Commission, you go and check. You are buying plot at point A, they give you a C site plan. So when they give a document, don't write the site plan, don't rush, but go back and do another thing I call common sense search again by going to the ground to check if what you have on the site plan confirms or correspond to the ground. Until we say site plan what no diagrams near was no point the coordinates was no and one from one another no so. But this one you can only do this if you have a fair idea about land acquisition. So go with an expert or go with a surveyor who knows land. So you are going there to check, oh, you are buying 2 plots or 1 plot. Oh, this 1 plot, let's say plot number 25. Plot number 25, the adjoining or the joining plot is plot number 24. Plot number 20. So you read to see that are this plot all there? So you are doing to know that baby on my channel and one you are doing this common sense to see that what you have on the site plan is the same thing that is on the ground. That's the next point. Then after you're able to do that and everything is okay, it tallies with the site plan and the ground. That's not all. The next thing that you also have to do is that you have to go to the municipal assembly. You have to go to the municipal assembly to do a layout search. Until after we call assassin, so we check no. Was also the site plan on the amount no. Call the municipal assembly. Until what akradia, we have the ECMA, we have the Simon. So Wakra, AMB, KO Kumasia, KMB, until the municipal assembly be around no. Nafa side plan on the mono, echo wo na ko check say. Eye enwa ena. You are going there to check that the site plan that they giving you, the layout, is it in their master layout? Say plot number 25 no, ampa plot number 25 no, with this coordinate no, ewa neda, enwa so na ewo omu layout no so ana, so that you be rest assured say baby omu che wo no, enwa na esan wo layout no. But who you be and I say the price that they've mentioned to you a huge, near ye 100,000, 70,000, 50,000, 200,000, 300,000 price. I'll even tell you that before you go to the ECMA, the assembly, rather get a surveyor. Let the surveyor go to the site and prepare prepare a site plan based on where they show you. So that when you go to the assembly, you see say and one. Because sometimes in your eyes, maybe, but if you get a surveyor, no pick coordinates now. Some coordinates on wire pen and no now. But note, if you get a surveyor, the surveyor or prepare site plan now. We have a normal site plan. Normal site plan, the surveyor will prepare site plan now. The original surveyor on stamp here. So you can use a site plan which is not signed and go to the assembly and make a search. But say one to me, you'll be who seek assembly who like you don't want to lose small money there. You can use the site plan now on the amount on this. No, they are called assembly, not called checking. So called checking a BI fine. And now we hear the second one that I said, the second one, we hear the American and say, get a surveyor, let surveyor go to the ground and pick their coordinate and use that coordinate to generate the site plan. And we are fine. We need to make that way two area. The next thing is you go to the Lands Commission. The entire maker say go to the assembly first before the Lands Commission. Is that the assembly, when you are lucky, they will not take you any money. The assembly, when you are lucky, they will not take you any money. But Oko Lands Commission, they will take you money. Until Oko assembly, no, now there's a problem. unko says KBI, you just go back say unpe. But say oko lands commission first, na bia okona there's a problem so please go to the assembly first. Then from there you go to the lands commission. So we are going to lands. The next point is go to lands commission and do an official search. What Ghanaians that we normally do is that you pay to AT&T. When you go there, then you go and do a verbal search. Please, lands commission, we don't do verbal search. When you go do a verbal search, on back at yourself, a problem being you are not just know. But if you are able to do official search, there will be a written document given to you by land commission stating categorically that this land is not a state land. This land is not owned by anyone. This land, the land title is so and so chief or so and so area. And the lands commission are actual until some years to come. And as if the problem background, your lawyer will refer you that your official search and you need that letter to boost your case. So please don't go to lands commission and do a verbal search. Rather, go to lands commission and do an official search. That official search comes with a prescribed fee. So when you go there, they will tell you how much you are supposed to pay. Then you pay. When you are lucky, some come within a month, within a week. Actually, 2 weeks, you get it. Sometimes even come with some 3 days. I've done some that came in 4 days time. I've done some that came in a week. So get that. They'll give you a history or a written document. They address it to you, stamped by the original. Then now it's authentic. Then based on that, you go back to the chief. So if you go there and everything is intact, it's not a state land, there's no transaction, or it's a void land, then you go back, there's no point in the land, then you go back to the chief, then now negotiate about the price. And see, I know so why serious no. This is the time that you have to negotiate the price. Please, after they give the report, check if that land has been registered into someone's name, or maybe it's registered in the chief's name, or maybe it's not registered. Sometimes the leasehold is swatted, and you can use that thing to bargain for the price. Or sometimes in the side plan, the size no, or see maybe 4 acres, but I'm checking 3 point something. You can use that one to negotiate about the price. So please, after you go to lands commission, our checking BIA final, go back to the chief and now negotiate about the price. When negotiating for a price, please, before I say this, help me grow this channel. So like the page, subscribe to the page, then share. Please, before you negotiate about any land that you are buying, either from a chief, from anyone, don't be the first person to mention the price I want to pay. Into kotala sia member price ebia wakase or totoni say into ubemasi. Still tell the chief that until somehow. Sometimes maybe the chief said he sent the land for 70,000. The first time that you went, then you are back, that you've done this, everything is genuine, everything is intact. Don't say that, chief, I'll remember 70, 60, and now 65. Ask the chief for reduction. A beer, you're lucky, no. Maybe you said you want to come and you want to give him a beer 70, let's say 80, 68. Maybe in his mind, it's going to reduce it to even 60,000. Then so when you come back, ask for reduction. When you mention, just ask for reduction again. Ask for reduction again. Ask her to realize that now it's not going to go down. Then, if the price is okay for you, you settle on one price. But please, when you settle on one price, before you depart money, don't go alone. So on that day, after I have mentioned don't go alone, you can even tell him that you like it. Then give him another day that you want to come in the payment. Before you go and do the payment, either you go, if you are buying from a chief, go with more than 2 people to witness that you came so and so with this, you came so and so to see this chief on this day. You agreed on so and so date. You are going to pay this month so and so date, so that they will be aware and to witness that so and so you came with them to see this chief, and you agreed on this. Please, don't go alone. Sometimes when you have issue and there's no one to witness that you came to pay, you came to negotiate about this, or you came to buy a land from chief so and so, but there's no one to witness for you. So don't go alone. On the final day that you are going to agree on the amount of money you are going to pay, or the day you are going to pay, don't go alone. Please, when doing payments, in my own opinion, the mode of payment should be done through bank, so that you can get a receipt. When you are paying for land to any chief, please, if you can take my advice, the mode of payment should be through bank. Or if you have enough money, you can do more money. After that, you take a screenshot of that payment. Sorry, you take a snapshot of that payment. But if I were you, I'll do it through bank, so that you have a duplicate receipt that shows that so and so date you deposited this amount of money to this person. So let me take the good scenario. But still, if you are not able to do it through bank, and that they want to pay physical cash, go with a group of like two or three people for them to see that you pay this amount of money to them. And if I were you, I'll take pictures. Let me give some small tolibi. I bought a land from a family, but I was buying the land from the family head. But the principal members, those that they will be signing, they told me that they are the one that they are going to support the family head to sign, but not knowing they are not the one. God being so good, when I was giving the money to them, I took a shot of it. So along the line, issue pop up, and because I was able to have evidence, I showed him to them, and the problem was resolved. So please, if you are going to do physical cash too, whilst you are giving the money to the chief, you can take pictures as backup for that year savings. You can take, but the best thing is do it through banks. Same point, if you are paying the money on that day that you go and see the chief, sometimes you can negotiate that, chief, I want to do 60 payments or half payments. Some chiefs will not agree, some will agree, but just say it. Want to do 60 payments, 60% payments. Do my documentation. When I'm coming to sign, or I'm bringing for you to sign, then I'll bring the 40%. Some chiefs will do, some too will not do. Or yeah, fine. One year, fine. But suggesting, make sure that you do 60% or 70%. The maximum you can go is 70%. Do 70%, then work on your document. Some of the documentation keep long. So that's why some of the chiefs don't want some of the documentation keep long. But if you are doing some documentation can be like 3 weeks, some can be a week. So we are preparing the site plan for you, and the indenture as well, original officer stamping it. Some can take a week, some can take 2 weeks, some can take 3 months. All depends on the person who is working on your documents. So when a document is done, then when you are bringing it for the chiefs to sign, then you come with remaining balance. But if still it doesn't, the chief that they agree on that, you can do a full payment. But just pray that nothing bad happen. And because you have the bank statement, you can still that's why there's courts. You can go to court, they will your money. But after you agree on that, maybe you do a first payment. Either you do a first payment or you do the full payment. What I normally entreat my people is that if the place is not fully developed, it's undeveloped. If you listen to me, there's this long pillars. You can mount your long pillars or do a L shape. You invite a mason for them to construct and lay a block L shape to the edges, at the edges. Why I normally tell people to do that is so that if there's a problem, those people will come and break it. Then you can retrieve your money as early as possible. Whilst you are doing documentation, because surveyor preparing your document will take some weeks or some months before the chief will sign. Then later, when you are taken to Lands Commission also to register the land, it will take some years. So in the process of registering the land, I normally tell my friends or people that buy land from me that do something on the land so that if there's litigation, you can rectify it as early as possible, or if not, you retrieve your money. But if you don't do that, then you buy the land. Some people have registered land, but they can't go to the land and use the land because there's a problem there. Or maybe the person who sold the land is not the rightful owner to sell the land, but he has signed. So far as that he has signed and he claims that he's the chief, Lands Commission will register it for the person. But maybe this land, the chief have sold it to someone before, and the person has not done the documentation. Who do you call Lands Commission? Nothing will be there. So I normally tell people, when you do a payment, when you depart money, that day, that week, make sure that you go to the land and do something on the land. But by the grace of when my friend and I started our land banking journey, any land that we buy, within the first 1 month, we will do a draft wall. Maybe the early stage we do a 2 course. Later we go 3. So that if there's a problem, people will come, then we will solve the issue. If the issue cannot be solved, we go and take the money. So please, when you follow this step, that I've mentioned, the tendency that you are going to buy a problematic land or a chief going to dupe you, ALS. But just pray that the land chief no on Toma Obida, because there are a lot of people too in Ghana, when they buy land, they think that Omoto Asna and why people have lands that the land they've not registered the land. People have land, a surveyor has prepared an indenture or an assignment, and they are keeping it at home. Maybe paper assignment for your indenture, and you don't take it to Lands Commission, and the chief or the owner who sold land to sold to another person, and the person does the document. When you go to Lands Commission, the rest into his name. So please make sure that if you bought a land, you do a necessary process, take it to Lands Commission and register it so that it will be in your name. If it's in your name, anytime they sell the land to someone and the person go to Lands Commission and do the search, the person's name will come, on your name will come on the documentation that this land was sold from so and so here to you, from this person to you. So please, this is my small advice for you. So please kindly subscribe to my channel, help me grow this page. My next topic, I'll be doing how to buy a land from a family. A family too, there are some things that you have to know, like family head, the principal members, the secretary who have to sign. So please, and I'll be doing videos on the document that you need to have when you're going to Lands Commission. Thank you for watching my video. My name is Ernest Nyakwapo. I'm at Takoradi. I'm a land banker. What I do is that I buy land with my friend. We buy land, we keep it for some years. When the price appreciates, then we sell it. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. God bless you.